Hello and welcome to a buzzing Santiago Bernabeu for what is the biggest game on the planet. It's El Clasico, it's Real Madrid against Barca, and this season it's even more important than usual because Barca quite simply have to win. They're 3 points behind Real Madrid going into this game. A win here for the Blaugrana would put them level on points with Los Blancos at the top of the Liga table. Real Madrid do, of course, have that one game in hand, but it's away at Celta, and they've got a few difficult games coming up between now and the end of the season. So it's a huge opportunity for Luis Enrique's side to put real pressure on Zidane's team and hopefully force them into a slip-up between now and the end of the campaign. What an atmosphere here at the Santiago Bernabeu for the second Clasico of the season. These teams tied 1-1 in the first game at the Camp Nou. Tonight, it's the rematch at the Bernabeu. For Real Madrid, it's Keylor Navas in goal, Dani Carvajal, Nacho, Ramos and Marcelo are at the back. In front of them, Toni Kroos, Casemiro and Modric. And the big news is that Gareth Bale is back in the starting 11. He's been unavailable in recent weeks through injury. He's back and lines up alongside Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo. For Barca, going into this game, the big news was who would come in for the suspended Neymar. Well, in the end, it's Paco Alcácer who Luis Enrique has chosen to lead the line alongside Suarez and Messi. Will confirm the Barca 11 right now. Ter Stegen between the sticks. It's his debut in a Clasico at the Santiago Bernabeu. Speaking before the game, he said how excited he was to play here this evening. Jordi Alba, Umtiti, Piqué and Sergi Roberto in defence. It's Iniesta, Sergio Busquets and Rakitic in midfield. And as we mentioned, Paco Alcácer lines up alongside Suarez and Leo Messi. Leo Messi, of course, who scored 21 goals in Clásicos. He is the leading scorer in the history of this fixture. However, he hasn't scored against Real Madrid since 2014. That's 6 games without a goal. Messi will be desperate to get back to scoring ways against Barca's arch-enemies. He's also on 498 Barca goals, so a brace here today would see him reach 500. Well, here's Sergio Garcia, a big Real Madrid fan, of course. He's being cheered on by the entire Santiago Bernabeu. The golfer wearing the famous green jacket achieved his first major success in golf, winning in Augusta. A huge victory for him. And he's invited here to the Santiago Bernabeu ahead of kickoff. A huge moment for him, and one he completely deserves after that historic victory in Augusta in the Masters. Never before had he won on golf's biggest stage, and he managed to do it after a thrilling contest with England's Justin Rose. But from one thrilling contest to another, from golf now back to football, back to the Santiago Bernabeu. It's the two best teams in world football taking on each other, and the two best players in world football as well. Cristiano Ronaldo against Messi. It's Madrid against Barca, and it's a massive opportunity for Luis Enrique's side to put real pressure on Zidane's team at the top of the Liga table. 3 points here for Barca would put them level on points with Real Madrid, and we're underway now at the Santiago Bernabeu. Here's Luka Modric bringing the ball forward for Real Madrid. Modric not playing his best football of late. He's certainly not in his best form since joining Real Madrid. It's a poor pass from Sergio Ramos out for a Barca throw on the far side. Barca kicking from right to left in this first half. Possession back with Real Madrid. It's picked up by Nacho. Zidane will be delighted that Nacho's fit after his other two centre-backs, both Pepe and Varane, are unavailable through injury as the ball's hit long for Cristiano Ronaldo. Too much on it and it's out of play for a Barca throw. Luis Enrique in his final ever Clásico as Barca coach. Of course, the Barca manager announced a few weeks ago now that he'll be leaving at the end of the season. Here's Sergio Ramos now for Real Madrid. Nearly a minute and a half played, and it's Real Madrid who've had all the possession so far as the ball's played long to Dani Carvajal. Turned inside, Cristiano Ronaldo goes down, calls for a penalty kick. The referee unmoved. It was a challenge by Samuel Umtiti. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo was adamant that it was a penalty kick. The referee waved his complaints away, but you can hear that the fans here at the Santiago Bernabeu not too happy with the official. Here's Casemiro. Ball played into the path of Marcelo, but there's too much on it. Let's look at that incident once more. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo certainly gets there ahead of Samuel Umtiti. There is contact from the big centre-back on Ronaldo. Whether there's enough to send the Portuguese tumbling to the ground, I'm not so sure. I have to say, I think he went down rather easily. Here he is again, Cristiano Ronaldo, and once again it's Samuel Umtiti who challenges him. This time the Frenchman wins the ball and puts it out for a throw-in. It's a throw that's going to be taken by Dani Carvajal. Turned round the corner by Modric, but it's given away and picked up by Paco Alcácer for his first touch. The ball finds its way to Suarez, but he's given possession away. It was a difficult one for him to bring under control, and it's back with Real Madrid now, and Sergio Ramos crossing into the Barca half. Marcelo picks it up on the far side. Back with Sergio Ramos now, who plays the ball long, looking for Dani Carvajal once again. This time the fullback wins the header and finds Cristiano Ronaldo, plays it through back into Dani Carvajal, who's in space here. His cross is cleared by Ivan Rakitic. Real Madrid coming straight back at Barca though. It's Modric on the edge of the Barca area, into Dani Carvajal, back to Luka Modric. The Croatian's got time and space to get his cross into the box, and it's Benzema who can't keep it in at the far post, and it's out for a goal kick. Time for these Barca players to have a bit of a breather. Almost 4 minutes on the clock, and they've barely had a touch of the ball so far, the Catalan side. So we see that penalty appeal once more, and every time you look at it, it looks less and less like there was enough contact to send Cristiano Ronaldo falling to the ground. There certainly was contact, but minimal. For me, not enough for a penalty kick. Here's Rakitic. Looked like he was fouled there by Casemiro. The referee once again allowing play to continue. And it's Bale over to Marcelo on the far side. He slips and the ball's put out of play by Sergio Roberto. For a Madrid throw on the far side. Gareth Bale beaten to the ball by Sergio Busquets, beg your pardon, and it's now with Andres Iniesta. The Barca players have got absolutely no time in possession. It's an intense start to this game. Real Madrid getting bodies behind the ball and putting plenty of pressure on these Barca players. Here's Jordi Alba now. Inside Andres Iniesta. Once again, he has two Real Madrid players around him, but Andres Iniesta does brilliantly well to hold on to possession. Still with Iniesta. It's a lovely turn from him. So he tries to find Jordi Alba, but Real Madrid eventually coming away with the ball. It's played down the line for Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo turns inside. He shoots, and it's a comfortable save in the end for Ter Stegen, although the ball did bounce just in front of him. But he got his body behind the ball, the German goalkeeper. Ronaldo did well to turn back inside He won half a yard. He got a good shot in with his left foot, but a good save from Ter Stegen. Well, what a start to this game. Barca finally managing to get their foot on the ball here. Sergio Busquets into Samuel Umtiti. Here's Andres Iniesta. Gets the ball back from Paco Alcácer. Iniesta once more, spreads play out to the left. It's Jordi Alba with a bit of space in front of him. Jordi Alba's pass was for the run of Luis Suarez. He was offside though, and it'll be a free kick for Real Madrid. Here come Madrid. Well, Gareth Bale for a moment thought he got in behind the Barca defence, but the Welshman was offside, and it's a free kick for Barca. Well, it's a very tight call. I'm not sure he was offside, in fact. The flag was up early, though. Sergio Roberto into Leo Messi. Messi picks out Umtiti, who crosses into the Real Madrid half. Surging forward with the ball to Jordi Alba. He finds Suarez, who goes down under the challenge of Sergio Ramos. Luis Suarez stays down holding his chest. The ball's out for a Barca throw. Well, it was Casemiro who wrapped his leg around Suarez to win the ball. He did make contact with the ball. Suarez back to his feet, and the ball back with Real Madrid. It's Marcelo. Nacho into Carvajal. Here's Sergio Ramos. Here's Benzema, looking to prod it through in towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Play spread over to the right-hand side by Andres Iniesta. Possession with Barca. It's now Samuel Umtiti. Umtiti inside to Sergio Busquets. Here's Leo Messi crossing into the Real Madrid half. He finds Paco Alcácer. Ivan Rakitic spreads play to this near side. It's Jordi Alba back into Leo Messi. Poor first touch from Messi, but he makes up for it and finds Sergio Busquets. Now Andres Iniesta. Iniesta thinks about a shot, strikes it with his left foot, and it was blocked by Nacho. Iniesta down the line into Jordi Alba. It's back with Andres Iniesta, who has suffered with injuries this season. Hasn't played as much as he or the Barca fans would have liked. But he's back for this one, which is important. Real opportunity for Barca here tonight at the Santiago Bernabeu as Gerard Piqué slips. He was almost beaten to the ball by Karim Benzema, but he made up for it quickly. The Barca centre-back, Jordi Alba, crosses the ball into Suarez. Suarez strikes one! And it's wide of the far post, but that's the first opportunity we've had so far in this game. It was a good, clean strike from Luis Suarez, but never on target, always dragging it wide of Keylor Navas' right-hand post. Good move from Barca, though. Had lots of space here, Luis Suarez, to get his shot away. So 2 opportunities so far in this game. A Cristiano Ronaldo left-footed strike straight at Ter Stegen. And a shot from outside of the area from Luis Suarez, which whistled wide of Keylor Navas's right-hand post. Ten minutes on the clock, 0-0 the score here at the Santiago Bernabeu between Real Madrid and Football Club Barcelona. But it's been an intense start to this Clásico. Ivan Rakitic does really well here, Ivan Rakitic, to hold on to possession and finds Ter Stegen. Barca building from the back. It's Umtiti into Jordi Alba. Alba back to Umtiti, got a shove from Gareth Bale, and there's a bit of afters between Gareth Bale and Jordi Alba. Here's Messi, great skill from Leo Messi to get away from Casemiro, and that should be a yellow card. It's a really poor challenge from Casemiro. To be fair to the Real Madrid midfielder, he went over to Leo Messi immediately, helping the Argentine to his feet, and I'm sure apologising. Just got completely done here, the Brazilian, by Leo Messi, who went one way then the other. And it was pure frustration from Casemiro as he hacked down Leo Messi, conceding the free kick and picking up the first yellow card of the game, deservedly so. 12 minutes on the clock, Casemiro already in the referee's book. That, of course, one of a number of controversial decisions. It's a poor back pass from Gareth Bale, and it was almost snapped up by Jordi Alba. Here's Paco Alcácer. His cross is a poor one, and it's out for a goal kick. Well, I was saying that was one of many controversial decisions in that Champions League tie between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Casemiro, according to many pundits and football fans around the world, should have picked up a second yellow card, and actually should potentially have been sent off before Arturo Vidal was shown a second yellow card. Many believing that Casemiro was pretty lucky to stay on the field of play. Well, he's already got a yellow card in this game. Have to play almost 80 minutes knowing that he can't be booked again. Luka Modric in possession for Real Madrid on the halfway line, plays a long ball over the top looking for Gareth Bale, who wins a header. Bale offside. And the free kick goes Barca's way. Here's Ter Stegen. Gerard Piqué receiving whistles from the Santiago Bernabeu. Jordi Alba goes inside to Luis Suarez, who leaves it for Paco Alcácer. Now it's Leo Messi into Sergio Busquets. Picked up on this near side by Andres Iniesta. Umtiti inside to Busquets. Suarez, not the greatest pass, but it's picked up by Sergio Roberto. Now Sergio Busquets. Well, Barca now doing what they do best, holding on to possession, frustrating the Real Madrid players and the fans here inside the Santiago Bernabeu as the ball's played long. Looking for Paco Alcácer, who'd made a run in behind the Real Madrid defence. It was too much on the pass, though. And it goes all the way through to Keylor Navas. And Titi finds Ter Stegen. Busquets into Piqué. Back to Gerard Piqué. More boos and whistles from the fans here at the Santiago Bernabeu. The ball with the German goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It's flicked on by Suarez, but he can't pick out Jordi Alba, and it's a throw-in for Real Madrid. Luis Enrique looking for back-to-back wins here at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid. His side last season picked up that incredible 4-0 win. It was when Rafa Benitez was still in charge. The ball almost getting through to Karim Benzema. Gerard Piqué did well at the back, just to scramble it away, and now it's Andres Iniesta. Into Umtiti, Jordi Alba. Good football this from Barca. Brought forward by Busquets into Leo Messi. Leo Messi with a nice turn in the centre circle, still with Leo Messi. Leo Messi tries to tee up Ivan Rakitic, just too much on the pass. It was a couple of yards in front of the Croatian, and he was beaten to it by Keylor Navas. Great run from Leo Messi, who picked up the ball just inside his own half and ran all the way to, well, the edge of the 18-yard box. Here's Suarez. Manages to get the ball out wide to Sergio Roberto. His cross picked up by Casemiro. Now it's Karim Benzema. He finds Cristiano Ronaldo. The flag's up, though. Really good defensive work from Gerard Piqué and Samuel Umtiti, who just stepped up at the perfect moment to play Cristiano Ronaldo offside. As we see a replay now of that Leo Messi run. Well, it was a brilliant run and almost a perfect pass. Really good defending by Gerard Piqué. Very, very intelligent. Knew exactly where Cristiano Ronaldo was. Step forward at the perfect time. Forward comes Modric with the ball, and he tees up Karim Benzema, who strikes one early. It's a comfortable save yet again for ter Stegen. The Frenchman didn't get a lot behind it, in fairness. Well, it's end-to-end stuff. Here's Paco Alcácer inside to Luis Suarez, who took the ball first time. It was a sort of half volley on the edge of the area, but he sprayed the ball well wide of the target. It was an excellent first touch from Paco Alcácer, who certainly is growing in confidence in recent weeks. He'll be delighted that it's him who Luis Enrique has turned to in the absence of Neymar. There were other options. Arda Turan back from injury and was a favourite for some. He's stood in for Neymar or another of the front three in the past. On this occasion, though, Luis Enrique deciding to go with Paco Alcácer. He's got 4 goals in La Liga this season so far for Football Club Barcelona, Paco Alcácer. Wouldn't he love to add to that tally here at the Santiago Bernabeu in what is the biggest game on the planet? Here's Modric now for Real Madrid, inside to Gareth Bale. Not quite sure what Bale was trying there. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't either from his body language. He's not too impressed with that. It was an outside of the boot cross from Bale, but it found absolutely nobody. Here comes Leo Messi. The ball falls for Casemiro, and now it's Marcelo. Down the line into Cristiano Ronaldo, who's swapped over to the Real Madrid left flank with Gareth Bale now on the right. It's Ronaldo's shot, good save from ter Stegen and hooked clear by Samuel Umtiti. Chance maybe for Barca to break now. Messi's down, and from the close-up you can see that there's definitely a problem here for the Argentine. He's spitting blood onto the field of play. He was certainly caught in the face, Leo Messi. I'm not sure if it's a nosebleed or a cut inside his mouth, but he's definitely been caught here. Well, you can see there it was an elbow from Marcelo. I'm sure it wasn't intentional from the Brazilian, but he catches Messi right across the face. I think it's probably a nosebleed. It's pretty nasty. Marcelo, I don't think, is a sort of player who'd have done that intentionally. It always looks worse in the slow-mos, and in fact, Marcelo is actually bleeding from the elbow. So I think he caught Leo Messi in the mouth. Marcelo's also receiving medical attention for a cut on his elbow, probably from Leo Messi's teeth as he caught him in the mouth. I'm sure Messi will be able to continue. He's just receiving treatment on the sidelines at the moment, though. Barca currently with 10 men on the field of play. Suarez does well to hold up possession, but in the end, he's robbed of the ball. And it's picked up by Toni Kroos. Ball over the top from Kroos, taken first time by Gareth Bale. It was a really difficult attempt. The ball coming over his shoulder, tried to take it first time. Made contact with the ball, but sent it comfortably into the arms of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Looks like Leo Messi's about to come back onto the field of play. Good pressure from Karim Benzema, and ter Stegen's forced to hook the ball straight into touch. Here's Gareth Bale. Gets a cross into the box. It's not a good one again, though. More frustration for Cristiano Ronaldo, who eventually applauds Gareth Bale, but his body language told you he wasn't particularly happy with the cross. Busquets into Andres Iniesta. Iniesta back into Busquets. Really tidy football once again from Football Club Barcelona as Leo Messi plays it into space for Jordi Alba. He's going to be beaten to the ball by Dani Carvajal, who does well to find Casemiro. Excellent composure from Dani Carvajal in defence. Here's Marcelo. He's being shadowed by Sergi Roberto. He finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo on the edge of the area, tries a strike from distance. He's annoyed with himself as he blasts it over the crossbar and into the stands behind. Leo Messi carrying a tissue around with him, still bleeding from the mouth. Really did get clattered by Marcelo. Here's Leo Messi. Back into Messi. Barca being hassled and harried every time they're in possession of the ball as it's played over the top for Paco Alcácer. This time he gets in behind the Real Madrid defence, but Dani Carvajal is back once more to win the ball back for Real Madrid. Here's Toni Kroos. Now Modric. Back into Kroos. Marcelo. It's the Germany international Toni Kroos once again, who leaves it for Marcelo. Into Karim Benzema now, a long way from goal, the Frenchman, as he picks out Modric. Handball by Modric, according to the referee. And it'll be a free kick for Barca. Well, they've won 5 of their last 10 trips to the Santiago Bernabeu. Probably the most memorable victory in recent years was the 6-2 in Pep Guardiola's first year. Here come Madrid. Benzema robbed of the ball by Sergio Busquets, who's magnificent once again in defence. Brilliant from the midfielder to win possession back for Barca. Here's Rakitic. That 6-2, of course, coming in the 2008-2009 campaign, the year that Barca won the treble under Pep Guardiola. It was a vital game as well because they were only 4 points ahead of Real Madrid in the league at that stage. And a victory for Real Madrid would have taken them to within a point of Football Club Barcelona, but Madrid were absolutely destroyed despite taking the lead on that night through Gonzalo Higuain. They were beaten 6-2 by Guardiola's Barca. The first night, in fact, that Leo Messi was played in that false nine role. And what a success it proved to be. It's Real Madrid who are having more success at the moment, though, and it's the whites at the other end. Gareth Bale tried to turn back inside Gerard Piqué, who's just telling his teammates to calm down a little bit as the Spain international put the ball out for a corner kick. So it's a corner for Real Madrid. Good challenge that was by Gerard Piqué. Corner for Madrid here. Plenty of bodies back for Barca. So it's punched clear by Ter Stegen. Gerard Piqué went up for it as well. Put back into the mix. Oh, it's off the post, surely now. And it's Casemiro. Well, it's the first goal of the game. And it's scored by Casemiro. It's his third goal of this La Liga campaign. It was an excellent cross that was put back into the box by Marcelo. The shot rebounded off the post and fell very kindly for Carlos Enrique Casemiro, who slotted the ball home for the first goal of the game here at the Santiago Bernabeu. As the cross is played in, Cristiano Ronaldo is in an offside or an onside position, beg your pardon, but it's Sergio Ramos who makes contact with the ball. It comes back off the post, and it's very kind for Casemiro, who just has to put the ball into an empty net. Ivan Rakitic was sliding in, but there was nothing that he could do. So Casemiro, with his third goal in La Liga of the campaign, and the first in this Clásico, making it with 29 minutes on the clock. Real Madrid 1, Football Club Barcelona 0. Umtiti. Gerard Piqué. Here's Ivan Rakitic. Gerard Piqué into Samuel Umtiti. It's Leo Messi. Still with a bit of white tissue in his mouth after being clattered by Marcelo. The bleeding still not stopped. Here comes Gerard Piqué, surging forward with the ball. Finds Rakitic. Now it's Messi. Messi's pass intercepted by Marcelo. And it's now picked up by Sergio Busquets. Leo Messi. He's got Sergio Roberto ahead of him. Instead goes inside to Andres Iniesta. Iniesta finds Jordi Alba. Dani Carvajal momentarily on the ground. It's really good pressure from Madrid, though. There's just no way through for Football Club Barcelona at the moment. Messi surrounded by 3 Real Madrid players, and well, he gets a free kick this time, Leo Messi. Well, Zidane's not happy. He felt it was just good pressure. Well, it was clearly caught, Leo Messi, by Casemiro, who stood right on his foot. Free kick taken short. Here's Samuel Umtiti. Every white shirt behind the ball for Real Madrid. And the Barca side at the moment finding it very difficult to cut through this wall of white shirts. Here's Messi into Busquets. Busquets finds Rakitic. Great football from Barca. Here's Leo Messi, and there's the first goal of the game for Football Club Barcelona, who equalise here at the Santiago Bernabeu with an absolutely stunning team goal. What a brilliant move that was from Barca, just as it looked impossible to cut through this defensive Real Madrid side. Well, they found a way. Between Iniesta, Busquets and Leo Messi, they're just unstoppable, this Barca side sometimes. It was a wonderful move, finished off in real style by the top scorer in La Liga. Watch this, Rakitic into Messi. Brilliant touch from Messi to get away from Dani Carvajal, and a fine finish beyond Keylor Navas and into the back of the net to make it Real Madrid 1, Barca 1. And game on here at the Santiago Bernabeu. What a goal that was from Football Club Barcelona. Well, there you see Cristiano Ronaldo's reaction to that fine Messi strike. Nothing he could do other than watch on. Here's Gareth Bale now. Strikes one Bale, and it's terrible, really. Gets right underneath it and blasts it over the crossbar and into the stands behind. Some fans would have preferred to have seen Isco or maybe Marco Asensio in the starting 11 for Real Madrid here. It was Bale, though, who recovered from his injury and got the nod from Zinedine Zidane. Long ball over the top from Ter Stegen, looking for the run of Paco Alcácer. Certainly something that Barca have tried a few times in this game, mixing things up. It's a really poor pass at the back from Sergio Ramos. Possession gifted back to Barca, and the ball over the top for Suarez isn't a good one from Andres Iniesta. As we see this move again, it was Rakitic who played it inside to Leo Messi. What a fine goal that is. Excellent football from Barca. It's Toni Kroos. Terrible pass from Toni Kroos into Suarez. It's not a good pass from Suarez either. He was looking to pick out Messi, and it was intercepted by Sergio Ramos, who read that one very well. Here's Marcelo. Toni Kroos. Carvajal. Into Ronaldo. Now it's Modric. Space opening up for Luka Modric, who strikes one goalwards. It's an excellent save from Ter Stegen. Put back into the mix by Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's been swung out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. Really good strike this from Luka Modric. And an even better save from Ter Stegen, diving to his left. Well, there wasn't enough pressure on Luka Modric. Far too much space for him to get his shot away. And it wasn't a bad effort from the Croatian, but a very, very good stop from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Well, Gareth Bale at the moment is down for Real Madrid, and they may have to make a change here. Bale perhaps forced back too quickly. He's holding his calf muscle, I think. And it's an opportunity for Barca to have a bit of a drink and a discussion with the manager. Luis Enrique chatting to Iniesta and Leo Messi. Well, we're just seeing confirmation there that Sergio Ramos certainly wasn't offside. He was in line when that ball was played over the top. Ramos' shot coming back against the post, and Casemiro finishing off. As we see Leo Messi's goal, wonderful turn to get beyond Dani Carvajal. It was a good first-time pass as well from Ivan Rakitic, brilliantly finished off by Leo Messi. Wonderful team goal from Football Club Barcelona. That's how you do it, says Luis Enrique. Just at the point where Madrid had gone a goal up, got everyone back behind the ball defending, and they were looking almost impossible to break down as Gareth Bale is going off here, and he's going straight down the tunnel. This doesn't look good for the Welshman. Real Madrid are going to be forced into an early change. Here's Sergi Roberto. Tees up Messi. Not the best first touch this time from Leo Messi, and it's Karim Benzema who brings it forward for Real Madrid. His pass inside is for Cristiano Ronaldo. He's challenged by Samuel Umtiti. And it could be a yellow card for the Frenchman. That's certainly what the Real Madrid players are suggesting. It's Marco Asensio who's going to come on for Real Madrid to replace Gareth Bale. And there's the challenge from Samuel Umtiti. Well, he certainly didn't get anything on the ball. It's a late challenge on Cristiano Ronaldo, and it looks like it'll be a yellow card for Umtiti and a free kick for Real Madrid. So two players in the referee's book, Samuel Umtiti for Barca and Casemiro for Real Madrid. And it's Gareth Bale who's forced off to be replaced by Marco Asensio. Free kick for Barca. Foul by Marco Asensio. Umtiti into ter Stegen. Gerard Piqué back into the goalkeeper. 57% possession for Football Club Barcelona. Dominating at least the possession stats here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Here comes Suarez, no foul according to the referee. Now it's Messi, back over the top looking for Suarez. Back to Leo Messi. Leo Messi's shot, and it's just wide. Keylor Navas was scrambling across his goal line. Leo Messi adamant that it should have been a corner kick, that the Costa Rican got something on the ball. The referee deciding not, and handing Real Madrid a goal kick here. Well, no, Keylor Navas got nowhere near it, but it did take a deflection off Dani Carvajal. I suppose it's easy for us to see with a couple of replays. I have to say, live, I didn't notice that the ball took a touch off Dani Carvajal's leg on the way through. Ter Stegen, good skill and a good pass out wide into Sergi Roberto, who gets the better of Marcelo. Samuel Umtiti keeps this one in play and finds Andres Iniesta. Iniesta once again. Over to the far side, where it's picked up by Sergi Roberto. Well, it's lived up to the spectacle this first half without any doubt. We've seen some excellent football from both sides. That Barca goal, without a doubt, the highlight of the match so far, but Real Madrid have played their part too in what's been an enthralling contest so far. They're very well organised, this Madrid side under Zidane, pressuring high up the field, giving Barca no space or time. However, Barca showing that they can move the ball like no one in world football. And even when a side does get 11 players behind the ball, they can carve out an opening, which is exactly what they did for that Leo Messi goal. Header won by Sergio Ramos. It's back with Real Madrid now, and it's Marcelo on the far side. Marcelo's ball into the box. Not a good one. It's brought down by Samuel Umtiti and flicked into the path of Andres Iniesta. And now it's Leo Messi. Messi down the line into Suarez. Bit of space here for Barca. Suarez's ball across into Jordi Alba. His shot just wide. Another good move from Barca, though. And once again, they cut open this Real Madrid side at the back. Here's Toni Kroos. Into Nacho. Now Cristiano Ronaldo. There was certainly no offside in the build-up to that chance. Casemiro for Real Madrid. It's put out a play by Ivan Rakitic. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid deep in the Barca half. Marcelo into Toni Kroos. Now it's Casemiro on a yellow card, don't forget. Picked up a yellow for a cynical challenge on Leo Messi after just 12 minutes. It's poor from Paco Alcácer, straight out of play, and a throw-in for Real Madrid. Equally poor from the Whites, though, and possession gifted straight back to Barca. It's a throw-in for Jordi Alba. Here's Asensio. Good first touch from Asensio. As he leaves it for Luka Modric. Luka Modric again. Excellent challenge from Jordi Alba, who spotted the danger there. There could be a chance for Barca to break here. It's Messi with Ivan Rakitic outside, and Messi cuts back inside. And it's a late challenge by Casemiro. Messi suggesting that it was a cynical one and should be a second yellow card. Gerard Piqué saying much the same, so too is Sergi Roberto. Casemiro, I think, is going to be lucky here. This could easily have been a second yellow. Well, there's no question that he catches Leo Messi. It's not as cynical as the first one, that's for sure. But he stamps straight on Messi's toes. Well, Luis Enrique of the same opinion that should have been a second yellow card for Casemiro. It's his third foul of the game. He's on a yellow card and he's going to have to be very careful now. Rakitic plays the ball into the area. Umtiti underneath it, can't win the header though. It's Asensio gets something on it, turned back into the area by Sergi Roberto and cleared by Real Madrid, but picked up immediately by Barca. Jordi Alba into Iniesta. Andres Iniesta weighing up his options. Just 30 seconds of additional time to be played at the end of this first half. And Barca have got a corner. They're going to have to take it quickly. We've had 46.5 minutes, and there'll be 2 minutes of additional time. Well, Jordi Alba was frustrated with himself there. He knew there was a really good chance for Barca. Gerard Piqué making his feelings very, very clear to Casemiro. A wry smile from the Brazilian. So there'll just be time for this corner to be taken before half-time. Ivan Rakitic with it. Sends it sailing in towards the back post, and what a chance! What a chance for Leo Messi. Keylor Navas came out for the ball, didn't make contact with it. There was Leo Messi, but he couldn't find the target. What an opportunity this was, right on the half-time whistle. It's almost an open goal. It does come to Leo Messi very, very quickly indeed. And in the end, that was the last chance of the first half. An entertaining first half of football here at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it finishes Real Madrid 1, Barca 1. Hello and welcome back to the Santiago Bernabeu, to the second half of this enthralling Clásico between Real Madrid and Football Club Barcelona. What a first 45 minutes here at the Bernabeu. It was Real Madrid who scored first. Casemiro putting the Whites 1-0 up in the first half, but before half-time, Leo Messi levelled things with his 22nd goal in this fixture. 22 goals in Clásicos. He's the highest ever goal scorer in these games between Real Madrid and Football Club Barcelona. And that's now 30 goals for the season for Leo Messi. And not only that, it was a stunning goal as well, putting an end to a really good team move by Real Madrid, by Barca, beg your pardon. It was Real Madrid who probably started the stronger. They had a good few minutes at the beginning of the game, dominating possession, creating goal-scoring opportunities. They then found the first goal through Casemiro, but after about 15 minutes, it was Barca who completely bossed it here in Madrid. And they well and truly deserved the equaliser when it arrived. Casemiro picked up a yellow card, a bit of controversy at the end of the first half when he could have potentially picked up a second one and been given a red. However, the referee decided not to book him a second time. Although Casemiro will have to be very wary in this second half. You get the feeling he won't be let off again by this referee. So we're underway here then at the Santiago Bernabeu. Barca in this second half playing from left to right. It's Gerard Piqué on the ball, who finds Sergi Roberto. Ter Stegen into Umtiti. Here's Andres Iniesta with a first-time pass out wide into Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba surging forwards, crossing into the Real Madrid half. He's caught late by Luka Modric, and it'll be a free kick for Barca. Modric getting a bit of a talking to from the referee. The ball through to Suarez, cut out by Casemiro, and here come Real Madrid. It's Asensio on the far side. He was a first-time substitute, of course, for the injured Gareth Bale. Asensio goes out wide to Dani Carvajal. His pass put out for a corner by Gerard Piqué. Good defending from Gerard Piqué, who read that one very well indeed. As the ball came across, there's always a danger of scoring an own goal in that kind of situation as well. But it was well judged by Gerard Piqué, who intercepted the cross and put it out for a corner. So a Real Madrid corner then. It's going to be taken by Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos's corner, headed clear by Suarez, picked up by Leo Messi. Both Real Madrid attackers in defensive positions at the moment, and Leo Messi's robbed of the ball by Modric, and now it's Dani Carvajal. Here's Casemiro. Now it's Nacho for Real Madrid. It's a good turn by Dani Carvajal on the far side. Now it's Luka Modric. His pass intercepted, but possession still with Real Madrid, as it's picked up on this near side by Marcelo. Marcelo taking on Rakitic, finding Toni Kroos, and that's a good effort. And an excellent save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who got a very strong right hand to the ball and put it out for a Real Madrid corner. And it's the German Toni Kroos who goes across to take it. Excellent save from ter Stegen. Marcelo's cross into the box, headed clear by Sergio Busquets, and it rolls out for a Real Madrid throw. Leo Messi putting an end in the first half to a recent poor run against Real Madrid. He scored more goals than anyone in this fixture, 22 now. However, he hadn't scored against the Whites since 2014. It was a 6-game barren spell, but he put an end to that in the first half with a magnificent solo effort. Here's Marcelo, knocks it back into Toni Kroos, who puts a cross in for Cristiano Ronaldo. It was over him though. Ronaldo complaining about something, suggesting it should have been another corner, I think. In fact, it's going to be a free kick for offside. Ronaldo in an offside position when that ball was floated in by Toni Kroos. ter Stegen into Busquets. Busquets caught by Karim Benzema. Well, he looks in a bit of pain here, Sergio Busquets. I think he's going to be okay. He was certainly caught late by Benzema. Maybe the Frenchman lucky not to pick up a yellow card. It was a very clumsy challenge by the Real Madrid number 9. But he went right through the back of Sergio Busquets. Maybe giving the midfielder a bit of a dead leg. Ivan Rakitic picks out Umtiti. Good skill from Samuel Umtiti as he sets up Jordi Alba on the far side for Football Club Barcelona. Alba cuts inside, finds Andres Iniesta. Iniesta back over the top looking for Jordi Alba. He was offside though. The referee's whistle went late. I'm not sure if the flag went up late. Well, I'm not sure he is offside, you know. I think Marcelo may have been playing him on this near side. Well, as it stands, it's exactly the same result that we saw at the Camp Nou earlier this season. Nothing between the sides on that occasion, as they played out a 1-1 draw. So far tonight, it's exactly the same scoreline. After Casemiro gave Real Madrid the lead in the first half and Leo Messi equalised. Asensio. Does seem a strange decision to have brought Gareth Bale back into the starting 11 if he wasn't 100% fit. The Welshman broke down in the first half, was forced off injured, hence the introduction of Marco Asensio. Toni Kroos switching play over to the far side. It's Dani Carvajal who'd made a good run, but he can't keep that one in play. It's a goal kick for Ter Stegen. Well, it was wasted by the German as Dani Carvajal picked up possession for Real Madrid. It's calm play by Barca at the back though, and brought forward now by Busquets. His pass doesn't quite pick out Messi, but he has won a free kick here, Sergio Busquets, which Sergio Ramos isn't at all happy with. Really got right into the face of the referee, remonstrating with the official. I thought he was going to talk himself into a yellow, but he's got just a talking to from the ref. Free kick taken backwards by Gerard Piqué into Ter Stegen. It's with the German goalkeeper once again. Now Samuel Umtiti on the far side. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. It's a good pass into Sergi Roberto, who just stands on the ball. And possession's back with Real Madrid. It's Toni Kroos. Slid through for Marcelo. Marcelo's cross is a good one. It was Benzema who got his shot on target. Ter Stegen made the save. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, the German goalkeeper. But his positional play once again excellent here. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. It's good build-up from Real Madrid. A nice pass from Kroos into Marcelo. The header from Benzema, and it's a brilliant save from Ter Stegen. Pure reflexes from the German as he got a foot to the ball and managed to put it out for a corner kick as the shot comes in from Dani Carvajal. You can tell it was close because it had Marc-Andre Ter Stegen scampering across his line and diving to his left. Gerard Piqué tries to switch play over to the far side, but Jordi Alba can't keep that one in play, and Real Madrid have started this second half very well indeed. No time or space for Football Club Barcelona in possession. And they're really struggling to hold on to the ball at the moment. We've seen barely nothing of Leo Messi so far in this second half. Barca just can't get the ball to the Argentine, who was so influential in the first 45 minutes. Having said that, here he is, Leo Messi, and it's out wide now to Jordi Alba. Andres Iniesta into Leo Messi. It's a little 1-2 between the two of them. Now it's Sergi Roberto. Gerard Piqué trying to pick out Ivan Rakitic. Well, here's that chance again, and you can just see what a magnificent save it is from Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Got his left foot across in front of the ball and put it out for a corner. Good play from Rakitic as he spreads it out to the left, gets the ball back, and now it's Paco Alcácer. What an opportunity there for Paco Alcácer as he tried to poke the ball into the back of the net with the outside of his boot. Had lots of time there, the former Valencia striker. And Keylor Navas did very well in the end to make the save. It's a free kick now for Real Madrid. Well, the Real Madrid fans and players don't feel that was a foul on Leo Messi. Let's see this one again. Wow, he's clearly tripped. No question about it, clearly tripped by Marcelo. And here's that chance again for Paco Alcácer. Well, he had a great opportunity to strike it with his left foot. Instead, tried to toe poke it with his right into the corner. And it was a pretty easy save in the end for Keylor Navas. What a chance that was. Well, it's a free kick now for Barca in a dangerous position. Well and truly in goal-scoring range for Leo Messi here. He's standing over the ball, so too is Ivan Rakitic. Looks like it will be Leo Messi to strike it, and he does, and sends it over the crossbar. Well, it wasn't even close on that occasion from the Argentine. Looking for his 31st goal of the season, 22nd, or 23rd, beg your pardon, in Clásicos, and 500th for Football Club Barcelona. He's teetering on the edge of that milestone with 499 Barca goals currently. Here is Leo Messi. Plays it through the middle for Suarez. Well, it's a heavy touch from Luis Suarez, which takes the ball all the way into the goalkeeper, Keylor Navas. Another great opportunity for Barca, but for a slightly heavy touch from Luis Suarez, that could have been another fantastic goal-scoring opportunity. Nacho being shadowed by Paco Alcácer. And it's Suarez who's got the ball here. Luis Suarez tried to play it back into Paco Alcácer, who was on the edge of the area. And it's out for a Barca corner. Dani Carvajal with a last touch. Well, here's that chance we saw just a moment ago. Leo Messi threading it through, and a heavy touch from Suarez takes it into the grateful arms of Keylor Navas, the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Barca have just their second corner of the game. It's Rakitic who's going to float it in, looking for Gerard Piqué, who wins the header. It's a magnificent save from Keylor Navas. Gerard Piqué thought he'd scored there. It was a great run from Piqué. Superb contact on the ball as well. What a save that is from Keylor Navas. Diving to his left, he got both hands behind it and managed to palm the ball away to safety. Good goalkeeping on this occasion by Keylor Navas. Gerard Piqué, though, coming very close to putting Barca in front for the first time tonight. Toni Kroos into Sergio Ramos. Now it's Marcelo. Dani Asensio. Picked up by Karim Benzema into Marcelo. Now Toni Kroos again. He picks out the run of Dani Carvajal on the edge of the Real Madrid area. His cross gathered by Ter Stegen. And it's an opportunity for us to see once again that headed effort from Gerard Piqué. Jumped brilliantly. Made a really good connection with the ball as well, but couldn't direct it into the corner, which allowed Keylor Navas to make the save. Here is Gerard Piqué on the ball. Wouldn't he love to score here again at the Santiago Bernabeu? Busquets into Rakitic. Busquets once again right on the halfway line. He picks out Umtiti. Good skill from Umtiti to get away from Marco Asensio, and his pass to Suarez was deflected, which made it difficult for the Uruguayan to control it. And it's picked up now by Keylor Navas. Casemiro's pass is a poor one. Intercepted momentarily by Paco Alcácer, but he couldn't keep hold of the ball. And it is back with Barca now. Here's Rakitic. Iniesta. A misplaced pass goes out of play. There's nothing that Jordi Alba could do to keep that one in. And it's a throw-in for Real Madrid. A wonderful atmosphere here at the Santiago Bernabeu, as you'd imagine. Not only is it El Clasico, it's a really important El Clasico. A must-win for Football Club Barcelona. Well, Carvajal not happy at the moment. He felt he got clattered by Luis Suarez here. Well, both players getting a talking to from the referee. Well, I don't think it was deliberate, was it? Having seen the replay, Suarez played the ball while he was down on the ground. Did catch Carvajal, but nothing in it really, as the ball's played forward for Asensio. Excellent goalkeeping once again by Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who came off his line, chested the ball down magnificently well. Cool, calm and collected, as always, the German. Here comes Dani Carvajal now for Real Madrid with a bit of space to run into. He's got Modric out wide, finds Modric. It's back to Dani Carvajal. It's clumsy from Carvajal as the ball gets away from him, and it allows Barca to hook it clear. Now it's Marcelo. Marcelo goes on the outside, gets his cross in, and it's flicked to safety by Jordi Alba. Marcelo trying to get the crowd behind them. It was an excellent cross from Marcelo, and really good defending by Jordi Alba. He had to make contact with the ball there because Cristiano Ronaldo had made a very good run in at the back post. So it's a corner for Madrid. Toni Kroos with it. Once again, it's headed to safety by Suarez at the near post. There's Marcelo. Luka Modric. His cross gathered by ter Stegen. Ronaldo's been very quiet in this second half. We've barely mentioned him. Neither he nor Leo Messi have seen too much of the ball so far in this second half. The back pass from Marcelo, not the best. And Keylor Navas just decides to hoof it into touch. There's a few Barca substitutes warming up on the touchline. Javier Mascherano amongst them. He's just returning from injury, Javier Mascherano, on the bench here. Maybe Luis Enrique not feeling he was quite 100%. Iniesta. Lovely footwork from Andres Iniesta. Rakitic's ball in, it's cleared by Sergio Ramos. Now it's Leo Messi. Toe poked out wide into Sergi Roberto. Messi once again. He runs into Casemiro, and it's a throw-in for Barca. Here's Sergi Roberto. Now it's Leo Messi. His ball over the top, looking for Suarez. And it's a foul by Paco Alcácer on Casemiro and a free kick for Real Madrid. Play switched to the far side by Real Madrid, and it's picked up by Asensio. His cross towards Cristiano Ronaldo, who tried the spectacular. Couldn't send the overhead kick goalwards, though. Seeing the replay, the ball actually came off Ronaldo's knee. Here's Jordi Alba, just outside the Real Madrid area. His cross deflected or blocked, I should say, by Nacho. Now it's Benzema for Real Madrid. It's a good ball from him into Asensio. He's got Cristiano Ronaldo in support. Finds Ronaldo. Oh, what a miss! What a miss from Cristiano Ronaldo. Wow, what an opportunity for Real Madrid, and Ronaldo really should have scored, and he knows it. The goal was at his mercy here. It's excellent play by Karim Benzema, who sets up Asensio. His ball across for Cristiano Ronaldo was just asking to be tapped into an empty net. Ronaldo got it all wrong. He was leaning right back and lifted it over the crossbar. In fairness to the Portuguese, the pass from Asensio was a little bit behind him, but it had to go backwards to keep the Portuguese onside. At the other end, it's a chance for Suarez. Oh, what a save! Well, this second half hotting up now. Chances at both ends. The latest falling for Luis Suarez, whose effort was very well saved by Keylor Navas. What a pass this is from Andres Iniesta with the outside of the boot into space. Bounces up just in front of Suarez, who catches it on the half volley very cleanly indeed. And it's an excellent save. Corner kick for Barca. Ivan Rakitic to take it. No chance to take a breath here. There's a ball. Falls for Messi, but it won't come down in time. Here's Rakitic, who wins the header. Ivan Rakitic again. Now it's Dani Carvajal. He's having a great game for Real Madrid, but the ball's been given away. Toni Kroos didn't realise that he had a Barca player right behind him. Now it's Leo Messi. Chance for Leo Messi here. His shot straight at Keylor Navas, and it's blocked by the Costa Rican. Now the ball fired upfield towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it's end-to-end stuff here at the Santiago Bernabeu. This second half took a little time to get started. But the last few minutes have been enthralling, matching the first half, which was excellent. Substitution now for Real Madrid, and it's an intelligent one, I think, from Zinedine Zidane. Casemiro, who's on a yellow card, is making way. He's going to be replaced by Kovacic. There's a change too for Football Club Barcelona. Paco Alcácer has been taken off and replaced by André Gomes. Here's Sergio Roberto. Suarez. Ivan Rakitic. Ball back with Madrid. Modric. Not a bad pass from Luka Modric, but it's Ter Stegen who gets there ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo and puts the ball out of play for a Real Madrid throw. Luka Modric once again to Ronaldo. Now it's Asensio. Well, the atmosphere building here at the Santiago Bernabeu as Marcelo puts a cross in towards the back post where Ronaldo was waiting. Here's Messi. Into Rakitic. Now Gerard Piqué, who finds Samuel Umtiti. Tidy football from Barca as they build slowly from the back. Now it's with André Gomes. He finds Andres Iniesta. André Gomes. Drags his cross back, but he can only pick out Nacho. And he clears for Real Madrid. Excellent challenge from Leo Messi. Although the ball immediately back with Real Madrid, and it's Asensio in space on the far side. Marco Asensio. Still with Marco Asensio, whose left-footed strike is very well saved by Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Well, he went for the near post, tried to surprise the German goalkeeper, but Ter Stegen well and truly equal to it. Well, it's a belter of an atmosphere here at the Santiago Bernabeu. And this is a really good result for Real Madrid, in fairness. Barca really need to win this one if they're to put pressure on Zidane's side at the top of the table. Real Madrid already with a 3-point advantage, don't forget, plus that game in hand against Celta. Here's Messi, just edging his way into the area. Now it's Rakitic who strikes one left-footed. Oh! What a goal that is by Ivan Rakitic! An absolute stunner to put Barcelona into the lead here at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's his 7th Liga goal of the season, but he won't have scored many more important than that one. Ivan Rakitic rifles a left-footed drive into the top corner, beyond Keylor Navas and into the back of the net. What a strike that is! Brilliant from Rakitic as he buries it to make it Real Madrid 1, Football Club Barcelona 2. And it's a goal which momentarily moves Barca level on points with Real Madrid at the top of the table. It could prove to be a huge, huge goal and 3 massive points for Football Club Barcelona. There's still a long way to go. Over 15 minutes remaining of this game. But Real Madrid, after taking the lead, are now staring defeat in the face. Barca have managed to turn it round here at the Santiago Bernabeu, and after Casemiro's goal, strikes from Messi and Ivan Rakitic make it Real Madrid 1, Barca 2, with 73 minutes on the clock. And Barca have scored 2 stunning goals in this game. 2 goals worthy of victory in any match. As the corner's played in by Toni Kroos, comes out to Luka Modric, who's going to put it back into the mix. It's headed clear by Gerard Piqué, and it's a throw-in for Real Madrid on the far side. What a goal that was from Ivan Rakitic. Such a sweet strike with his left foot. He won't have scored many better or more important than that. Ronaldo has a go from the edge of the area, and it's gathered by Ter Stegen. Momentary panic for Barca as there are a few white shirts in space here. Well, it looked like offside to me. Benzema surely in an offside position when he chested that one down and played it back into Ronaldo. Here's Messi into the goal scorer Ivan Rakitic. Here comes Leo Messi, can't get the better of Marcelo, and it's back with Real Madrid. Toni Kroos. And now it's Asensio, who's looked good since he came on, Marco Asensio, although he gives the ball away there. Here's Modric. Toni Kroos into Kovacic. Now it's Nacho. Now Marcelo. Real Madrid, of course, are desperate to win La Liga. They haven't won it since 2012. Suarez can't keep it in on the far side. It's a throw-in for Nacho. Excellent pass from Toni Kroos into Karim Benzema. Benzema plays the ball into the area towards Marco Asensio, and it's out by Gerard Piqué. It's a really poor challenge and a late one. Oh, it's a straight red for Sergio Ramos. It's a straight red card for Sergio Ramos for a late challenge on Leo Messi. Well, I have to say, it was a poor challenge, but I never thought it was a red. Well, it's another red card for Sergio Ramos, who certainly cleaned his act up in recent seasons, but this was something we saw over and over again a few years back. He catches Leo Messi very, very late here. Wow, actually, I tell you what, he goes in two-footed. It's a two-footed lunge. It's a stupid challenge from Sergio Ramos. Well, that's a red card. It's a two-footed lunge from Sergio Ramos. What was he thinking? It's a ridiculous challenge from the Real Madrid captain. It looks worse every time you see it. And I think the referee's got that one absolutely right. Well, sarcastic, ironic applause from Ramos as he leaves a field of play, which is exactly what we saw from Neymar, which is why he's missing this game. So that could be a 3-match ban for Sergio Ramos or more. Well, that really changes things. Real Madrid with 10 men on the verge of losing El Clasico against Barca, and potentially without their captain Sergio Ramos for maybe 3 or 4 La Liga games. It's put out of play by Kovacic. It's a corner for Football Club Barcelona. And things are suddenly very, very different here at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it's mainly because of this rifle of a strike from Ivan Rakitic, which turned the tables here, which put Barca in front. And after that, Sergio Ramos literally saw red. He's been given his marching orders for a two-footed lunge on Leo Messi. What a stupid challenge it was from the Real Madrid captain. And maybe, just maybe, the pendulum has swung slightly in favour of Barca in terms of the league title. Andre Gomes gets his cross in, it's Gerard Piqué! Fantastic save from Keylor Navas. An unbelievable opportunity there for Gerard Piqué to make it 3-1 to Football Club Barcelona. His shot charged down by Keylor Navas. What a chance this was. Andre Gomes does brilliantly well, plays a 1-2 with Suarez. He then picks out Gerard Piqué, who can't find the back of the net. Superb goalkeeping from Keylor Navas, who smothered that one at the other end. It's Cristiano Ronaldo with the shot. James about to come on for Real Madrid. Zidane determined to get back into this game. And here comes Leo Messi. Well, it's 3 against 2, and it's Kovacic who's going to go straight into the book for a really poor challenge on Messi. Well, there's no question that that's a yellow card. The Real Madrid players complaining about it. It's a professional foul. He's got nowhere near the ball. It's a lunge on Messi, and it's quite clearly a yellow card. And he's stopped Football Club Barcelona from what was potentially a 3 against 2. It could have quite easily been the 3rd goal. At the other end, Ronaldo was complaining. He thought this should have been a corner, and quite rightly, it should have been. The ball evidently coming off Gerard Piqué and going out for what should have been a corner kick. The linesman missed it, so too did the referee, and awarded Real Madrid the goal, Barca the goal kick. Karim Benzema has been replaced by James Rodriguez, by the way. Here comes Iniesta. It's picked up by Kovacic. Now it's Marcelo. 8.5 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Santiago Bernabéu. So far, so good for Football Club Barcelona. It's Real Madrid 1, Barca 2. What a game. What a game. Best Clásico for a long, long time. Real Madrid are also playing the remaining minutes here with 10 men after Sergio Ramos was sent off for a two-footed lunge on Leo Messi. Here comes Messi. Messi's strike. It's another good save by Keylor Navas. And it's out for a Barca throw. What a result this would be for Barca. Corner taken short. It's picked up by Kovacic though for Real Madrid. Well, put straight out of play. There was too much pressure on him. 3 Barca players around him. And it's a throw-in taken by Sergi Roberto. Here's Ivan Rakitic, very much the hero here. What a performance from Ivan Rakitic, and what a goal, which could turn out to be the winner. 7 minutes of normal time remaining. We've had 83 here at the Santiago Bernabéu. Real Madrid are the kings of late goals, but they're down to 10 men here. Rakitic with the free kick. It's Gerard Piqué who wins the header at the far post. And there's a chance here for Real Madrid to counter-attack. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's got Marcelo outside him and finds him. Marcelo's first time ball over to the far side is going to be picked up by James. James, the substitute for Real Madrid, coming on for Karim Benzema, finds Dani Carvajal. He's been absolutely everywhere, the Spain fullback, and it's James who strikes one straight into the gloves of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Well, it took a deflection, which actually made things easier for ter Stegen in the end, took the sting out of the shot. Iniesta beaten to the ball by Luka Modric. It's a Real Madrid throw. Here's Kovacic for Real Madrid. Finds his compatriot Luka Modric. Now it's James. Into Carvajal. Back into James Rodriguez. He finds Toni Kroos. Cross into Marcelo. It's a good build-up, this from Football Club. From Real Madrid, and the ball in, and it's converted by James. Well, well, well. With their backs against the wall, Real Madrid have managed, with 10 men, to get back into this game, and it's inspired the substitution from Zidane, because it's James who's been on the pitch for only a couple of minutes who made the near post run and has made it 2-2 here with just 5 minutes remaining. Would you believe it? Real Madrid with another late goal, and that could be decisive in terms of the Liga title. It's played in by Marcelo to the near post, and it's James who gets there ahead of Sergio Busquets. And on this occasion, there's absolutely nothing that Marc-Andre ter Stegen can do. It's a really good finish from James. An excellent ball in from Marcelo. And just as it looked that Barca were going to be on top here and take a big step towards potentially winning the Liga title, Real Madrid have managed to get back into the game with just 10 men on the field of play. And here comes Asensio once more. Marco Asensio. It's Cristiano Ronaldo into James. James crosses the ball for Asensio, goes for goal himself the second time, and it's saved by Ter Stegen. What a game. Well, it doesn't look like being the result that Barca perhaps deserve in this game. But it has been such an entertaining game of football. Best Clásico for quite some time. It's totally lived up to its billing as the biggest game on the planet. There have been chances at both ends for both sides. And Barca now have 3 minutes to try and win this match. A win they so desperately need, a win that would put them level with Real Madrid at the top of the table, despite the fact that the Whites do have a game in hand. They've got some tricky games coming up though, Real Madrid. That game in hand, of course, is away at Celta. A Celta side who, like Madrid, are through to the semi-finals of European competition. Celta through to the semis to play Manchester United in the Europa League. Real Madrid, of course, through to the semis to play Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. They've also got to play Valencia at home, Sevilla at home, Malaga away. Next game's against Depor away from home. So some tough games coming up for the Whites as Marcelo tries to keep this one in and does, but it's picked up by Ter Stegen. Barca's fixture list certainly slightly more appetising than Real Madrid, certainly on paper at least slightly easier. They've got Osasuna at home next week, then it's away against Espanyol, at home to Villarreal, away at Las Palmas, and then ending the season with a home game against Eibar. Here's Marco Asensio for Real Madrid, taking on Gerard Piqué, getting his shot away as well. And it's a good save from Ter Stegen. How many times have we said that in this game? Marco Asensio's cross picks out Ronaldo. He can't get his shot on target, and it's a goal kick for Football Club Barcelona. And, well, against all odds, it's Real Madrid who are finishing this game on top. They're down to 10 men, don't forget. You wouldn't know it, though. Rakitic inside to Andres Iniesta. Is there one final twist in this match? We're in the final minute of the 90. Jordi Alba into Sergio Busquets. Not the best pass from Busquets. He was looking for Messi, but it's headed down by Marcelo into the path of Keylor Navas and picked up now by the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Sergio Roberto. It's going to be only 2 minutes of additional time at the end of this game. Barca, I'm sure, would have been hoping for at least 3 or 4. Jordi Alba tried to square it for Suarez. It's been robbed by Luka Modric, and here's James. He cuts inside Andre Gomes and draws the foul. It's a free kick for Real Madrid and an opportunity for them to waste some valuable seconds. And the seconds do continue to tick away here at the Santiago Bernabeu. We've almost had 1 minute of additional time. And it looks like this goal by James, he makes a brilliant run to the near post. He's not picked up by anyone. It's a really good finish as well. Well, it's heartbreaking for Barca, who'd got back into the game, got themselves in front. We're playing against 10 men and we're surely thinking that the points were in the bag. "30 seconds remaining here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Here come Barca. Could this be their final attack of the game? It's Sergi Roberto who's bringing it forward. Now it's Andre Gomes. He's got Jordi Alba outside him. Here is Jordi Alba. Leo Messi! Oh! He's done it! Leo Messi, with what could be the last kick of the game, buries it into the back of the net. It's heartbreak for Real Madrid, but it's jubilation for Barca. Well, they've done a Real Madrid. They've scored a last-minute goal. 92 minutes are on the clock, and Barca have put themselves back in front, and it's Leo Messi with his 500th Barca goal, his 23rd goal in El Clasico, and his 31st strike of the season, who makes it Real Madrid 2, Barca 3, and has surely handed all 3 points now to Football Club Barcelona. It was Sergi Roberto who burst forward. He found Andre Gomes, who did well to hold up the play. His pass to Jordi Alba was perfect. He squared it for Leo Messi, who just had to tuck it beyond Keylor Navas and into the back of the net. It was such a well-worked move from Football Club Barcelona. And it's a goal that has given Football Club Barcelona victory here at the Santiago Bernabeu. The final whistle has gone, and this goal from Leo Messi has handed Barcelona all 3 points. It's all square in La Liga. Real Madrid and Barca both have 75 points. Madrid do have a game in hand, but it's a game that they could so easily lose away at Celta. What a climax to this La Liga season. I-Liga, there's no question that the league title is there to be won after it's finished here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid 2, Barca 3.